What's going on? What's going on? It's football Saturday. College football Saturday. Who doesn't love some college football? I know I love some college football. Go Blue. It was very embarrassing the way you had to beat Akron today, but go Blue. Anyway, we're still 3-0. I'm happy. I know I've kind of procrastinated on making this video, and that's not because I didn't want to make the video. I just didn't really have time to make this video, and I got cursed out by a few people why about me not making this video. Let me put it that way. So let me just get right into it. I'm gonna transition from football to an outstanding boxing card tonight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Tell you the truth, for real, I'm excited. Started off, I'm gonna talk about the Ishe Smith, Carlos Molina. I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I got Carlos Molina in this fight. Ishe's a good boxer, but the way Carlos Molina keeps the fight on the inside, works the body, and imposes his will on his opponents, I'm gotta take him in this fight. I'm not saying he's a better boxer, but his style of boxing, styles make fights, and I think he's gonna impose his will on Ishe Smith and take the unanimous decision victory. That's just me. So let's get to the matter at hand. Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now, before I say who I believe is going to win, let me tell you about what they need to do. As far as Mayweather is concerned, we know what Mayweather is going to do. He does it in every fight. So there's no reason to try to break it down. The one thing I will say he doesn't need to do in this fight, and you probably won't see it at all, is him with his back against the ropes. Yes, he will not put his back against the ropes like he does periodically through a fight when he's fighting somebody. As you know, he has a tendency to shell up in the Philly shell on the ropes, do his shoulder roll to miss punches and shoot the uppercut to the body, or shoot the uppercut to the face. Shoot it to the body, shoot it to the face. One reason why this is so easy for him to do is because 9 times out of 10, the fighter that he's fighting smothers his own punches. Canelo Alvarez is not the type to get chest to chest and smother his own punches. He keeps arm length distance when he starts throwing. He won't smother his punches. 9 times out of 10, when somebody gets Mayweather against the ropes, when Mayweather bags into the ropes and starts doing his shoulder roll, 9 times out of 10, the person he's fighting is so excited. They just start throwing punch after punch to the head. And Mayweather rolls all of them. Dips down, rolls them, dips down, rolls them, dips down, shoots up, hit the uppercut to the chin, uppercut to the gut, either or, and just rolls them. Well, the reason why this won't work against Canelo Alvarez is the fact that Canelo Alvarez is not a 1-2 puncher when he gets you against the ropes. He maintains his good distance so he can get you on the end of his glove, and he throws combinations. He throws combinations low-high or high-low, whichever way you want to say it. Like, he'll throw the right hand to the head, left hand to the body, come back with the right hand to the body, left hand to the head. That's what he does. Now, I don't care how great a shoulder roll artist that Mayweather is, and how he dips out and dodges all the punches. When somebody going high-low like that, some of those punches to the body is going to land. I doubt if any will land to the head, but some of them will hit to the kidney. Because, he can work his elbow all day, but he won't be able to block that type of combination fighter. And Canelo is patient enough not to get excited that Mayweather is on the ropes and just start doing 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. He's going to stay sound and do his high-low. Top, bottom, bottom, top. That it is what it is. So I can tell you for a fact, that part of Mayweather's game will not be in this fight. I know that for a fact. As far as everything else Mayweather does, The check left, the lead right hand, um, and things of that nature. He's going to do that because that's what he does. That's his game. But that is not what makes Mayweather great. It's not his defense. It's not his check left. It's not his lead right hand. It's his intelligence in the ring. See, everybody, like they always say, everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face. Well, you can watch countless hours of video all you want, but until you stand in front of a Mayweather type, you have to then say, okay, this is what's happening, and I have to adjust. And it's not even the adjustments that Mayweather makes that makes him great. Like everything combined makes him great. But what the single most important thing that he does that hurts every fighter that he's in the ring with, is the fact that he's a master at the feint. It's the subtle feints that he does that you might not catch watching the TV, that you might not catch while you're in training trying to watch what he does. The subtle feints that you will never find out from a sparring partner who's trying to mimic Mayweather. Again, you could get countless amounts of sparring partners, and they could try to mimic the Philly shell and the shoulder roll. They could try to mimic the check left, but they can't mimic the feints. That's what gets Mayweather. That's what gets Mayweather opponents befuddled. Because it's so slight as he might flick his wrist. That makes a boxer flinch or hesitate because they think he's about to shoot and he doesn't shoot. Then he throws something else and you think he's about to shoot and he doesn't shoot. It's the subtle feints that Mayweather does that makes him great. Now the question is, can Canelo Alvarez time those feints? Now, it hasn't been a boxer as of yet to be able to time those feints. I mean, yes, Shane Mosley threw a shot, got lucky, rattled Mayweather. But can Canelo Alvarez time those feints? Now, when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, do you? The only thing I will say is the fact that Canelo Alvarez is patient to a default. Like, I understand patience in the ring. Patience is what allows you to take advantage of your opponents. But in most fights that he's fought, except for with the exception of Austin Trout, because Austin Trout is a volume puncher, he waits for you to make a mistake and then he opens up. If he doesn't open up with just one shot, he opens up with a combination once you make that mistake. He opens up with a combination once you make that mistake. Will Mayweather make that mistake, allowing him to open up? That is the question. Now, taking nothing away from Saul Canelo Alvarez, but I don't think he has the experience in the ring with a Mayweather type, who's a veteran, savvy veteran, who's still at an elite status. Not at his prime, but still at an elite status. I don't think he has what it takes with his inexperience on that level to time Mayweather's feints enough for him to open up and unload. Open up and unload. I don't think he has it. And because of that, I got to take Mayweather in this fight. I think the first 4 rounds, it's going to be a toss-up just because, as in all fights, Mayweather dictates the pace, except for Cotto, because he wanted to fight Cotto's fight. He's not going to want to fight Canelo Alvarez's fight. So, the first 4 rounds is going to be kind of a toss-up. And I'll give Canelo Alvarez 3 of those rounds while Mayweather adjusts to what's going down. And once he adjusts, if Canelo Alvarez doesn't adjust, to the feints. He will win no more than 3 rounds. Can he adjust to Mayweather's feints? Not can he adjust to the right hand, lead right hand, not to the check left, not to the Philly shell, not to the shoulder roll. Can he adjust to Mayweather's feints? 44 have tried, and 44 have failed. I think it's going to be exciting in the fact that Canelo Alvarez has a puncher's chance. A puncher's chance. But outside of that, I'm giving Mayweather at least 9 rounds out of 12. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, who knows what's going to happen? Again, Canelo could catch him. That's all she wrote. Mayweather is the heart of a champion, so you got to knock him clear the freak out for him not to get up and want to continue. But I don't think Canelo will ever get the opportunity to open up because he's patient by default, and that's going to bode horribly wrong for him. As far as the stamina is concerned, that will not be an issue. Canelo Alvarez does not have an issue with stamina like people thought after the Austin Trout fight. That stamina issue was because the volume punching of Austin Trout. Because he's a volume puncher, he had to bob and weave his way in to try to do work. You do that for 12 rounds, that will gas any opponent when you're fighting a volume puncher. Mayweather is not a volume puncher. He's a precise puncher. He throws at least half. No, the amount of punches that Austin Trout would throw in 1 round, Mayweather would throw at maybe half of that amount. So if Austin Trout, including those jabs he flicks out there, 75 punches, Mayweather might just throw like 35. It's not that difficult to maintain your stamina when you're not doing this the whole fight. And that's just simply put. You won't see Canelo Alvarez gas out. You will see him get frustrated because of the feint. It's going to come down to Mayweather's feint, keeping it in the center of the ring and showing his superior boxing intellect. And I only say it's superior because of the longevity of his career. He is a veteran mind with a not so old body against a young mind who's still learning. And Mayweather is not over the hill. So at the end of the day, I'm taking Mayweather. He's going to win at least 9 rounds out of the 12. I can't wait for the Garcia Lucas Matisse fight. That's the fight I want to see. I'm taking Carlos Molina and the Ishe Smith fight, and it is what it is. But that's just my opinion. Who knows what's really going to happen in the ring? I'm going to get out of here because I got to do some more drinking before halftime is over for that Texas-Alabama game. But let me know what you think. Till the next one, deuces.